Good afternoon, boys and girls, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. Yep, it's Susie Q96. Somebody found me some medicine that actually made me feel a little bit better today. So I got to do a few things. I'm going to try an experiment. I don't know if it's going to work. I I'm on my phone, and that's one reason I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know how to do backgrounds on my phone. If I figure it out, I can show you the motorhome. If I don't figure it out, then I can't. But I do have some pictures of the motorhome, and I also got mail. I haven't been to my mailbox for a while, and I had something that had to go to an eBay buyer, so my niece went down there, got my mail, and so I have mail. I don't really need to have this mask on, except that my face looks icky. Vanity is not fun. I gotta try to figure this how to show your background on an iPhone. Yeah, maybe that's how it works. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. I have never tried this. Just in time for mail call from the Scorp. I got mail from the Scorp. I did. I got some stickers in here from the Scorp and a note. Yeah, I did. No, I was so tickled. I got number 22 of 50 and number 40 of 50 and a note that says, I love your channel. Wanted to send you my stickers. Have a great day, Silver Scorpion. And I got stickers. I like stickers. Woohoo! Yay! Scorp stickers. Thank you very much. I really appreciated that. That made me very happy. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the phone and show the stuff, and then I got my stuff from a couple of different events over at Spray Can. This one was a prize I won in the treasure hunt. So, 64, yeah, a 64 Kennedy. So, he's pretty groovy. So, he was in one envelope, and then the other one that took me forever, I knew what it was to get it open. I had two prizes in it. The first one uh, was a $20 bill that I won in one of the treasure hunts on a $15 spot. But what's cool about it is the serial number is uh, 618088888. Lots of eights, and I used to race figure eights. Can y'all tell I feel a lot better? Somebody finally found me some medicine that at least temporarily. They don't know what's wrong with me yet, but at least I feel better. And then this I bought in auction uh, over on Spray Can. It's the first uh, set of. Well, I've done a real good job here. Let's try it again. If I hold this up and then hold this up. Anyway, it's the first set of JFK uh, $50 that were released after he was killed. And I, not long before he was killed, I was a little girl when Kennedy was assassinated. I think I was in second or third grade. And he had just been to our town. And while I did not get to meet him, I we went down and stood on the corner of the highway where the motorcade was going through. And, we're out there, little kids. Hey, it's the president! It's the president! And probably less than 3, 4 months later, he was killed. So having that, I wanted that one. I'm not. I'm not a super duper $50 collector, but I wanted that set because of what it was. I apologize for my bad manners, but all these meds that they have me on are very dehydrating. And so that was happy mail there. That was nice to have all those wonderful things there. Um, I'm gonna try again to figure out how to put this picture of the motorhome up. So you're gonna see a lot of weird things here for a second while I experiment. If I was at my computer, this would be a non-issue, and I may have to do it from my computer. I don't know if you can tell how bloated and icky and nasty this is. They don't know what's causing. I'm having terrible pain in my jaw, running all the way down my jaw, into my ears, behind my eyes. One of the doctors even said that he thinks it might be a tumor, so none of this is good. The only reason I am feeling better is that I am high as a kite. They gave me, let me see if I can do this without. My room is a mess because I can't really get up and wander around. So excuse the mess, but I'm going to try to show you. Oh, I don't know if you can see the tremendous pile of medications. But there you go. If I got that, uh, my niece came over last night and helped me put them all in one of those little boxes so that because my eyes are still all messed up, where I'm sometimes seeing two and three of things. So she set me up one of those medicine boxes where I know just, whatever's in that little square, that's what I take. Yeah. And then when I get to the end of the row, I turn the box around so that it's for morning. Yeah. The other reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to keep from being super duper sad because today would have been my Tommy's birthday, and I miss him a whole bunch. This is him went back when we were real young. I took this picture, and I think maybe his second race car garage out of about 10, 15 different ones that he had. And one of the last things he said to me was he wished that he had more pictures of stuff like him working in the shop, working on the cars. So I'm having a little bit of a rough day. So I'm trying to be as upbeat as I can. Uh, it's just really hard. I wish I could figure out how to show you guys this motorhome. It's driving me crazy because the pictures are on my phone. I just can't figure out how to show them. Let's see what happens if I do that. And then do that. Nope. I don't know how to change background. That's the problem. Okay, maybe I can do this and that. Nope, it's still on there. I can't figure out how to get them where I can show them to you. On my computer, I know how to do it, but I don't know how to. Uh, I don't know how to do it on here because I have pictures of it where you can see how nice it looks on the outside and then how funky it is on the inside because she was in the process of uh, trying to remodel the inside. No, I have not gotten the silver round from Big Flip yet. I've got a couple of other packages that I know are coming, but today was my niece went and got my mail, and that was all that was there, and it was packed with like bills and all catalogs, all kinds of crazy stuff. So we'll go back down and get uh, get my mail again in a couple of days. I've got another eBay sale that I got a package and have her take down there. I'm just mad because I can't get this. Uh, I can't show these pictures. I don't know how to get the pictures that I want to show up there. Like I said, on my phone, I am clueless. So I guess what I'll do maybe later on is make a little video of some kind and just have the pictures. But I wanted to show them because I still need to try to raise the rest of the money for it. And now it's more important that I get this because it's become very obvious around here that they do not have the medical expertise to deal with all of my different health issues, and that I'm going to have to go somewhere where they have bigger and better medical facilities. They just, my primary care doctor 2 days ago said, I just don't know what to do with you. You need to look for another doctor. Now, my insurance here I've had since September, no, since October 1st, and I have since October 1st had 9 care coordinators, and each one has thrown their hands up in the air, said, I don't know what to do, and passed me on to somebody else. So I know that what I need to do is to go back to Michigan where I did have far superior health care. And I can actually go back to some of the same doctors that were treating me before and are familiar with all of my different anomalies. I don't know what to call them, but that's gonna have to happen. They're trying to send me to doctors that are 200 or 300 miles away. Well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well get a motorhome, drive the 10 hours back to where I was in Michigan and set up residence and get back the health care that I had before I left there. Those of you who don't know why I left Michigan, in the middle of November, my house flooded and it took out the heat, the air, pretty much the entire kitchen, the hot water, and there was no way to survive in that house. So I had to leave, and so I had to go where I had the availability to go, which was south. But I liked Michigan, and I didn't really want to leave there. It just sort of that was what had to happen, and the only good thing about it was that I got to spend some time with Tommy before he passed away because we were friends. Shoot, I think when we met, he was 19 and I was 25. So we were friends. We were friends for a long, long time. But I have got to try and figure out how to get this motor home. This lady has cut the price in half, actually in third for me. She started out asking almost 10 grand and she is willing to sell it to me for $3,500 because she knows what I'm trying to do. And she knows that the interior needs a lot of work. But I don't care what the interior looks like. All I care about is, does it run like it should? Does the water work? Does the toilet work? And my last motor home, I gutted it and built it back the way I wanted it. So the fact that the inside is not pristine means nothing to me except that I can set it up the way I want. So I was trying to show y'all the pictures of it, but I just can't figure out how to do this. I'm trying to think. Maybe I could upload them to Facebook. That might work. Yeah, upload them to Facebook. Then make a link or not. I don't even know if I can do that on the phone. I am not good at stuff like this on the phone. I wonder if I can find this link. Anyway, there's a whole bunch more pictures on on Facebook that uh, I'm trying to figure out how to send this. Anyway, I have only about half of the 3,500 so far because I was getting ready to go out and start raising the money is when I got sick. My intention was to go out and selling my guitars and have all we had all this stuff here for the big yard sale, and all this stuff that I was doing to selling stuff on eBay, and uh I have already offered her what I have. She can't take that low, and I understand that. She has cut the price twice for me. So I'm uh yeah, we are working on. I've got a lady at the insurance company, Jesse, that is working on uh getting my eyes, getting a doctor for my eyes, and getting a neurologist, and there was something else I forgot now, but she's been working on it all day. And no, it won't be hard to sell where it is. That's the thing, Warner. Uh, somebody could, people have tried to buy it, and she has told them that it's sold because she's holding it for me. But if you could see the pictures, you would understand why she can't take $1,500. No, it does not have water damage. What what she did was she had planned on her and her daughter living in it. So she ripped out some cabinets and one of those little dinette table things that I hate them. I ripped the one out of mine too. Um, and was trying to make more room inside. There is no water damage whatsoever. The bathroom is really nice. The kitchen is nice. It's just there's a couple of spaces in there where the wall paneling has to be replaced, and like I said, I just can't figure out how to show you the pictures. Werner, I'm sorry, I love you, but sometimes you live in a dream world. This is a lady who just spent 14 months laid off from her job. That's why she was living in the motorhome. Last week, her job finally called her back. Her job is in Chicago. Now, you could put 40 Germanys in the US. It's not, the US is not a small country. You are asking me to ask this woman who has been unemployed for 14 months to uh, make a deal that is not realistic. She has to have money to pay for the apartment in Chicago, which is an expensive place to live, so that she can go back to her job. A guitar is not going to do her any good. Uh, she can't get an apartment in Chicago on $1,500. She can't even pay the deposit for an apartment in Chicago on $1,500. The I understand you're trying to make helpful suggestions, but they're not realistic for what her situation and my situation are. Uh, she has no use for a guitar. What she needs is to have money. Now there at this point I had an idea and I was going to present it, but now I'm so freaking frustrated that I'm just going to forget it. You know, because no matter what I say or what I suggest, I'm just going to get a whole bunch of, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Because I don't control it. That's why. I can't just ask this woman who has already cut the price in half to give me her motorhome for basically nothing, and then she has no money to get a place to live. Come on, be real. Now I'm angry because I came on here with an idea, and I can see that there's no point in putting the idea out there. So she doesn't play guitar. She would not know how to sell a guitar, especially a guitar like this one. This is a collector's guitar. This is not your average go in the store and buy it for $300 guitar. This is a guitar that only 15 were made. It's an expensive guitar. It is not the kind of guitar that Johnny that lives around the corner is going to buy. I know where 10 of the 14 of these guitars are. And let me give you a clue. One of them is owned by Eric Clapton. So this is not, another one is owned by a guy in ZZ Top. This is a collector guitar. This is not something that I'm going to hand to some girl who has no idea anything about guitars and somebody's going to talk her out of it for $200. It's not that kind of a guitar. I have been trying to sell the guitar for a couple of years, but it's an expensive guitar. It's a rare guitar. Uh, it was going to take me a bit of work to try to sell it, but now I'm just too tired to even deal with it. I was more going to go along with whoever it was the other night. I think it was Mud Swat that made the suggestion of doing a GoFundMe to try to get the motorhome. The one that I got several years ago when my mother passed away and her house was sold, we got by doing a GoFundMe. My problem is I don't want the GoFundMe to be sponsored by me. And the only reason for that is because um, there was a period of time 4 or 5 years ago when my mother passed away when I did several GoFundMe's because I was homeless. And so I took a lot of crap. by people that said, "Oh, all she does is beg for money." Well, they weren't the ones that were homeless. So that's what we're talking about is a GoFundMe page. But I don't want to be the one to set it up. And the other reason is because I have set so many of them up for other people that people go on Facebook and they go, "Oh God, there's she's with another GoFundMe," even though they don't bother to realize that it's like a GoFundMe to help so and so's burial expenses, or this lady over here who needs money. I'm always setting them up. What do you mean if it goes wrong? I'm not sure what that means. GoFundMe is not like Kickstarter. Kickstarter is a thing where you have an idea and people pay money, and then if it doesn't happen, you have to send all the money back. A GoFundMe is strictly a donation, and if I can't get that uh, motorhome for whatever reason, I still have that money to go find another motorhome. They don't know. Well, you pay a fee anyway, but not if nothing comes in, you don't pay anything. No, if nobody donates, there's no fee. But um, there's a couple people that I had in mind, but and I need to ask a question. Has anybody seen Muscle Shell in the last couple days? Because I emailed him and his email bounced, and that was a little concerning. And since part of the money I want to use was donated by him to me to go see my brother, which I will do before I go to Michigan. I will go down and see my brother and then go back up because things have changed now, and I am obviously a lot sicker than they thought I was. So if I want to see my brother, uh but anyway, I just want to discuss that with him because he donated that money to me for a certain thing, and I don't want him to think I use it for something other than the intended purpose. Yeah, see, it was, I think, 2 or 3 days ago. I emailed him and his email bounced. And so I'll wander around tonight and look for him. But I would like to find somebody who has a relatively large channel so to sponsor it so that more people would see it and possibly be able to help. I mean, I don't have that many people on my channel. Looks like I do. Looks like I have 700, but most of the time it looks like I have seven. I mean, I got a lot of subscribers. I don't have that many viewers. So that was my idea because I've only got, since I've been sick for this last week, um, I only have about a week before she gets back from Chicago to raise this money and get down there and get the motorhome. So it's just an issue. Anyway, I'm hopefully going to be better, but I'm only going to be better for a few days. And the reason I can tell you that is every time they do this, they give me the same cocktail of drugs, and I feel okay for about a week, and then when the prescriptions run out, um, it all comes back again. And a couple of the medicines are things that you just cannot stay on long term. You can take them for a few days and then you got to get off. So, uh, isn't this lovely? This is all just swelling. My head is killing me. And like I said, I am in a very bad mood because it's Tommy's birthday and Tommy's gone, and I'm just trying to accomplish. I got to accomplish this stuff because the medical care part of it is very important. There are so many universities in Michigan that have really good medical care. Um, Grand Rapids has some great doctors. The hospital at the University of Michigan is ranked 11th in the United States. Uh, the hospital that I was in, uh, that was between Ann Arbor and Flint, the hospital called Genesis. They were excellent. Those people saved my life twice. So I know the medical treatment available there. I had the medical treatment that was available there. So I'm just, if I have to, I'll go. Uh, I'll go set it up myself. I at this point, I think I need to. I think it's more important to stay alive than it is to worry about if somebody thinks it's a bad thing for me to ask for money. So I got to do what I got to do. And anybody that doesn't like me for it, well, I'm sorry, but I've got to do something because the sickness, they don't even know what it is. I have seen 7 different doctors who have given me 5 different diagnoses. I don't know. I don't know enough about the area that I live in to even be able to answer that question. I have not been able. This is the first time I've really been able to be online. I was on last night, but I was really sick. I'm still seeing double. So it's really hard for me to get online and do any kind of research because it hurts my eyes. And I tried to call this one doctor's office today 3 times, and all 3 times I dialed the wrong number because I couldn't see it properly. So I don't know what's available, but I know that time is running out, and if I don't take care of it pretty soon, I'm going to lose that motorhome. And I doubt seriously I'm going to find another deal that good. What with spring coming up and the state of Virginia is opening things back up, so people are starting to use their motorhomes again. So I need to do this quickly. Anyway, I was going to show you the pictures of it, but I can't get the pictures to come up. So, and I wanted to thank everybody that sent me the mail. So now I have exhausted myself, so I'm going back to sleep for a while. That was my idea, Warner, was to get somebody with a lot of followers to set up the page, because then more people would see the story and maybe we could reach the goal. I don't know if on my own I can reach the goal, because one thing that I have noticed is, um, you see a lot of people, a lot of the different channels on here, somebody gets sick and they jump to their help. And I do have to admit, when my car got torn up, they did raise money for me, and that was just in February. So I feel, I don't feel like anybody's gonna jump up and help me with this, because they just helped me with my car. So, you know, I just don't know what to do. But I know that I cannot live like this. I need to be somewhere where I can get better health care and where I have a support system. I have a lot of friends in Michigan. Right now, I have a sister who is not speaking to me and is not helping me at all. And I have a niece who has 4 children, who is running herself ragged trying to take care of her children and me. And I cannot continue to expect that. So, anyway, I'll think on it some more tonight. And if I feel better, I'll come on tomorrow. This medication seems to be helping, but one of my medications they did not send. And of course, that's the one for pain. So I think before I overdo it, I need to get off of here. Again, I want to thank Silver Scorpion for the lovely little note and the really cool stickers. And I want to thank Spray Can for my Kennedy 50-cent piece and my Kennedy book and my $20 bill with all the eights on it. I made a $5 profit on that. Actually, I made a $20 profit on that one, because I didn't even pay for the $15 spot that was gifted to me by Can Can. I love the Can Can man. If you have not watched Can Can Collectibles, by all means you should. He's awesome. So, I don't want to sell my car really quick and nobody would buy my car. My car is wrecked. I mean, it runs, but what would I get? $150 for it? I'm going to need the car when I get there, because I'm not going to drive the motorhome around all over to every doctor. I'm going to tow the car up there, so I have the little car that I can drive to the doctors, and I can leave the motorhome stationary. This is a big motorhome. This is not a little putt putt. This is a big motorhome. I'm not going to be wanting to drive it. Uh, I couldn't even drive it to doctor's appointments. There would be no place to park it. So the car has to go with me. So then I can unhook it from the motorhome and I can drive it to the doctor's offices. No, this is a large motorhome. And like I said, because of what happened with the wheel flying off, there's a huge dent in the side of the car. The body work was never done on it. Yeah, I would not get more than 150 bucks for that car. Even though it runs great, it looks like somebody beat it to death with a hammer. I have some things I can sell, but I've been too sick to do it. But even if I sold everything I own, I might, you know, I might make it. But the chances of me selling everything I own are pretty slim to none, considering that I'm laid up in a bed. I'm listed things on eBay, and I'm probably going to end up. I was supposed to have that sale Sunday, but I had to cancel it because I couldn't focus. Yeah, I've got a lot of jewelry I can sell. I've got coins I can sell. Uh, but I still have to have my car to get to the doctors and stuff here. Right now, I cannot even drive. My niece is having to drive me everywhere. It's horrible. Anyway, I have exhausted myself just in however long I've been on here. So, me and this little character, I don't know if you can see him or not. Little character down there, little M3 dude. I don't know how to turn the camera around either on my phone. I'm gonna have to see if I can get my niece to come in here and set my laptop up with one of my cameras. Yeah, that's what I need to do, Jess. I'm gonna try and uh, get some of that done tomorrow because I already a lot of it. I already have the photos. I just have to go in and hook them all together as a video and add the text prices. So yeah, that's probably going to happen tomorrow. And there'll probably also be some non jewelry items as well, just things. And that is all dependent on if this weather if this medicine continues to work. Because right now I got a screamer of a headache coming back on. So it's time for me to shut up. I'm not trying to be grumpy with anybody. It's just this is a really bad day for me. I miss my Tommy terribly. He would have never allowed this to happen. And my sister has this history of whenever some kind of crisis is going on, she starts some kind of little fight so she can stomp away, and then she doesn't have to deal with any of the family crisis. And then after the crisis is over, a couple of months later, she shows back up, and she has done it again, failing to realize that she has dumped all the responsibility of taking care of me off onto her daughter. And it just makes me mad. It is really, really hard to be this freaking helpless. And yes, that is a hospital ban because I have to go back. So they just leave it on me. Hey, Moon Gazer, how you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, I'm probably going to work on that tomorrow, Jesse, because I think if I can get my niece to uh, bring my laptop, well, my laptop is here, but my camera isn't. and my jewelry isn't. So just have her bring me one box of the jewelry and the camera, and I think I can do that from in bed. If you see me rubbing my head like this, it's like I've got, you know how your foot falls asleep? Well, my face has done that, the little pins and needles thing, and right now my head is doing it. It's really crazy. Uh, anyway, I may go ahead and just do the uh GoFundMe. I gotta make a decision on that. I'll just have to see how I feel about it in the morning. But I know I'm running out of time, and I've got to do something because I'm getting sicker and sicker here, and they are not finding the doctors. Like they called me today and said, "Oh, well, we can get you an appointment with this doctor, and he's up in Roanoke, which is like 170 miles from here. But it's 3 weeks from now. That's not going to help me. You know, when I'm having to, you know, when I'm going through continual screaming pain, waiting 3 weeks to get an exam is not, that's not going to help me. Uh, Especially when I've got 2 weeks to come up with the money for the motorhome. So if I don't get the motorhome, then that leaves me stuck here with no good medical care. Well, Jess, I already asked one, and the response was, I'd rather not get involved. So that's one less channel that I would rather not get involved with, and I unsubscribed from them just because I have been on that channel 3, 4 years. So it's a little discouraging, but I'll figure something out. The worst they can do is, yeah. The thing is, when somebody says something to you like that, and you're sick, and you don't, and they don't know what is wrong with you, the clock is ticking, and by the time somebody decides to say yes, it can be too late. Yeah, it strikes me funny in a way, and I know maybe it sounds like I'm feeling sorry for myself, but I see all these channels, and some of them are newer than mine, where somebody is having a crisis, and 4, 5, 6 people make a video. Please help so and so. So and so is having this going on. So and so, nobody has ever done that for me. I don't know. I guess I'm not likable enough, or I don't know, but it hurts my feelings a little bit. I have even done the so and so is sick. Can you please help? Send a donation and do this. Oops, somebody's banging on my door, so I have to go. Bye, everybody. It's going to take me a bit to get to the door. I have to go.